as well. This is going to be used for the weekend and for Christmas, and we'll also have that huge range of inverse head and shoulder pattern. So our support is right here on this name, and I'll be expecting some right into 146 or even one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. Well, today we're going to be talking about stocks as usual. This is the weekend of stocks. However, the market did an interesting thing last week, and we're going to talk about it. However, there are stocks that I will be watching come this coming week. And we also have, in the midst of all these stocks, you're going to find out that most of the stocks I'm going to list out here, they have what we call inverse head and shoulder. And that is a bullish move. That is a fundamental and basically, in our technical sense, a bullish move in that name. Okay, when you have head and shoulder, that is a bearish move, but inverse of that head and shoulder, that is a bullish move. Welcome, guys, and this is your boy Francis. Remember that this is not a recommendation to buy and sell any stocks or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, I'm not recommending you to buy any stock. I'm not recommending you to trade any equity, any what have you. Okay, I'm just here to lay down what I'm seeing and the technical angle that I will be watching come next week. Okay, and of course, Merry Christmas. Now, looking at the whole world, pretty much, we're looking at the major market out there, and you see China actually has most of the red, followed by Japan, okay, and India mostly green, Canada mostly green, Ireland mostly green, Spain, Switzerland, Germany, Netherlands, Bermuda, Cayman Island, Colombia is red, Brazil is green, and of course the big name, which is going to be USA. Okay, so yeah, so performance wise, this is our monthly performance, and now this is USA. Oh my goodness, this is a 6 months performance. Let's go to 1 month performance, and then in 1 month performance, you see that technology, Microsoft, Oracle, Adobe, SMPS are actually red on the technology side. Energy side, we also have some simple, complex, and big cap names that are also red. Healthcare as well, got some red names there as well. Overall, the insurance side also we got on the low side, which is like your MMC, AON, AJG. Okay, Disney is capping it red on the communication services side. Okay, let's get into it. So looking at the market here, you see Google is really far in 6.3%. Moderna is also coming up on the health side. However, consumer electronics side, Apple is down 2%. Okay, looking at the whole sector itself, Amazon, Tesla, and all that are all red. You're looking at far months away, okay, on the market. Now, let's take a look at SPY. Why would we have SPY? We have SPY here because we need some movement on the market, and we got that movement right in the market, right? So right now we're having that problem at 475. Okay, so that is the resistance spot on this name. Okay, on the market as a whole, 475, that is our resistance. And now we have a doji, which is okay, looking at it is a very bearish looking shape, but we also need a confirmation candle on our direction. This trend is also what I'll be watching in case the market decides to pull back to our 20 exponential moving average. Why? Because looking at the chart in the market, we're really far away from the 20, from the 50, and also from the 200 moving average. Okay, remember when I talked about the trend break and also the market will possibly bounce, and we made that V-shaped recovery and all the way to test the new highs. However, we extended, we sold some more, which is this candle right here, only to pull to push back up to the upside to retest, okay, that 475 area. Now I'll be expecting some form of a pullback in the market, so just keep an eye out for that name. Also, looking at QQQ as well. This is the technology side. Also, we're looking at the same thing on the market. IWM, which is also our Russell 2000, we're also looking at the same thing. Flag right here, gap fill. We're needing, we really need a gap fill back to that 196 area. If 196 doesn't hold as a support, then we can fill that gap back down on the Russell 2000. Our first stock is gonna be Apple. Why Apple? Apple is a beauty. Looking at Apple, we now see that Apple is back to the 20 exponential moving average. We really got extended off of level, right? And now we're pulling back to retest that breakout spot. Okay, and this area need to hold. If it doesn't, then guys, we're looking at the 190 or even 188 on Apple. So keep an eye out on Apple. Looking at Dominion Energy, we're looking at inverse head and shoulder right here, right? So this area is our head, our left side and the right side. So price can pull back to retest the $46-45 zone in anticipation of the bounce back to the upside. We are rejected, or we rejected the $50 spot, which also invariably coincide with our 200 moving average. Pfizer, PFE at this point, I will be looking for the trend. That is what I'm looking at. Remember, I talked about picking some here at this $26-25 area. Right now, look at where we are. We are at the 20 exponential moving average. So for now, we need to break that trend to the upside. Break that trend, $30 comes in, and then boom to the upside to 200 moving average. You know, we got Christmas coming in and the New Year. So Bud Light, I'm looking at Bush, and right now we're looking at price to continue to push to the upside. Our inverse head and shoulder actually did good, and then we push. Right now, this is our resistance. We're breaking through resistance right now. Just see if price can continue to push right to $70. Overall, long term is $70, but still, we'll still have some room to go on that name. Clorox as well. This is going to be used for the weekend and for Christmas, and we'll also have that huge range of inverse head and shoulder pattern. So our support is right here on this name, and I'll be expecting some right into 146 or even 150 on this name. So keep an eye out. That will be solid on that Clorox. TSLA, this is Tesla, right? Tesla, we're looking at downtrend, okay? And we actually broke this downtrend, pull back to retest it, and then back up again. So right now, I'll be expecting price to really hold the 150 as a support. If it doesn't hold, I'll be looking for back to the 240 area or 230 area on Tesla. So 260 is our resistance for now, because we have actually tapped that area a couple of times on Tesla. So keep an eye out on Tesla. Adobe as well, this actually really did good, pushing right into resistance of 630, only to create a gap back down, support at 50 exponential moving average. So right now we're having issue with the 20 exponential moving average. We either break through, cross through that spot to the upside, or we can reject it again and then back to the 50 exponential moving average. CrowdStrike as well, with the issue of cybersecurity and cyber issues, hacking and all this good stuff, or you call it bad stuff, this name will continue to strive. This name will continue to push as a growth stock. So this for 2024 should be all right. But remember, this is not a recommendation, okay? Also looking at ExxonMobil right here, we're looking at price to bounce off of this area, because if you look at the chart I gave you about about what the energy sector doing, it is green, right? We're green right here in terms of the oil and gas. So if we continue to go green, then we should be all right to continue to bounce on that name off of the $100 spot. PXD as well, we're looking to continue that downtrend break 235, then we should be good to move ahead. Another dividend play is going to be MO. Okay, this is Ultra Group, and this is an inverse head and shoulder. We're trying to bounce off that area. We keep hitting resistance, which is the 200 moving average. Say, where is the 200 moving average? Is right here, this green line right here. This is our resistance right there. So at this point in time, $40, that is our support for now. If we can break 40.65, then we should be good to go ahead. However, they pay dividend. What, you know, I can keep buying that. WBA, this is Walgreens right now. We have this break out into 200 moving average. That is our resistance. That is going to hold as a resistance spot. So I'll be looking for a reject of this area back to 25 or 24, and then, you know, this name, I'll be waiting for a pullback. I'll be waiting for a trend break. You say, where's the trend? Right here, we're looking at a trend right here. So if we break this area, pull back to retest that spot, I think I will be picking some up myself on that name. Looking at names, we'll also have AEE. This is also another name that actually rejected the 200 moving average based on news, and also back to 71. I picked some up around the 71.50 area, 71.750 area, and I'm looking for price to continue back up on this name, because guess what? This is our demand area where boys are buying, boys are trading this name for push back to the upside. Look at the volume. We got 2.2 million shares traded, exchanged hands. Also looking at PayPal, guys, we're looking at 200 moving average. We've been having issues around this area. This is also an inverse head and shoulder, so I'll be expecting this to really hold this spot, 60.50 or 61 area as support, and then we can continue to break through 200 moving average. Sam's, this is Boston beer. The weekend is coming, guys, and you're gonna have a whole lot of popping of beer. Every time you notice that this always fill up the gap on the name. So we filled it up back here, and then boom to the upside, created another gap, and then filled it up right there. So right now, look at that trend. That is going to be our resistance, trend resistance to the upside for now. 200 moving average, that is going to be our overall support on that name. So also looking at KMX, KMX at this point, right now we're looking for back pull to the 200 moving average. Twilio at this point is we have this flag. This is a flag. Looking at this, this is a flag right here. So I'll be expecting continuation to the upside, or even back to the 74 for now on that name. If price decide to pull back to 68 or $70, guys, that is also going to be a good one for the portfolio. Also looking at Fiverr. Anyway, just keep an eye out on this 200 moving average area. This could possibly push to the upside. Just keep an eye out. That trend right here is what I'm watching, and which also coincide with that. So keep an eye out. I think we can break through, get into $30, and then we can continue to push to the upside. Remember, it's not a recommendation. Also looking at UPST. UPST right now, we have that flag. We're looking at this flag right now. Are we going to flag to the upside, or we're going to flag back into $38 or $40? So keep an eye out on that name. JP Morgan, that is also a bank, and we're looking at price to the upside. Remember, I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, couple of months ago, and I said, you know, this is back down, and I think I'll be picking some up here, and look at what has happened. Okay, so it's also a good name just to remember that, you know, you can pick up a good name. It doesn't matter what the market do, just know that you're in a very solid company. You're with a solid company. CROM as well, that is also another name we talked about sometime in late October, beginning of November, that this is also another name to pick up because they are good names. And look at what you would have made if you had pick up some portfolio for next year. Also, I'm gonna be looking at Palantir for that move. I'm gonna be looking at SOFI as well. Also looking at Carver and Cake as well. Who doesn't love cheesecake, right? Also, we also talk about Walgreens, talk about VZ. IBM also is another name as well to watch in the coming days. Bumble, BMBL, that is also another name. Keep an eye out on AI because we're still working the 200 moving average, so that will come into play at some point. VFC is another name to actually watch to see if momentum can really push to the upside. Looking at Nike actually reported and then failed and pulled back to the low side. Right now, this trend right here, this top and bottom, this is going to be our demand zone. Why did I come up with that? Because look at how we consolidated for quite a while here and then fell to the downside only to find support, and then it got bought up. So we had issue here. So I'm expecting us to have issue here around the 200 moving average. If we can break through, hold above 110, we should be good to continue to push to the upside to at least fill up this gap. I think Nike is a long term. You know, they're still having competitive issue with the new company called Hoka or whatever it's called, and they've been making a nice shoes as well. So thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And Merry Christmas. Remember the reason for the season, guys, and go out there and share more love to the outside world. And peace and love. Bye bye.